welcome back to the channel. I'm Jade if you haven't been here before, and today we're gonna have another little look at Flossy by Freddy. In case you didn't see my review of her Debutante Collection, what I am gonna do is I'm gonna hold the dresses up close to the camera, you know, right here, and talk about how they feel and seem, and then I'll do a try on clip. So they are a little bit more detailed than maybe I usually do on products, but I feel like when something is a slightly higher price point, that maybe you want a little bit more information, those little things that might help you decide whether you want to invest, so I thought I would do this video again. However, I will say with this collection I have only purchased 2 out of the 3 dresses. I loved all 3, I will say. And it was only my intention to buy 1 this time because obviously they are a little bit more on the pricey side. And sadly I definitely couldn't afford all 3 this time. So I ended up picking 2 because I just really couldn't decide between these 2. So I have the Beverly and the Vivian to show you today. If you wanted to hear about the Malibu, I'm sure someone somewhere will post about it, but I thought I could at least do a detailed comparison of these 2 and show you, just in case some of you are undecided on any of these dresses or just want to see my opinions on them anyway. As I mentioned in my last video, which was my what's new in my wardrobe, it is super hot in the UK. I am already feeling really hot and sweaty sitting here filming this, which is why I avoided doing this bit on my last video. But I do feel it's important for this one, so I'm going to try and get through it pretty quick. And I'm sat here in like my loosest, baggiest shirt crop top to try and stay cool. And by the way, the necklace, if you like this, if you head back to my what's new in my wardrobe video that I just posted, you can find out where that's from, and a lot of other beautiful items that I have recently added. But okay, getting on into the video, I'm just gonna get the dress and talk about it as we look at it. So let's start with the Vivian. It is a little bit screwed up from the box. Flossy by Freddy, if you didn't know, always package their dresses in these beautiful boxes, which I've generally been repurposing for storage, but I must say I'm starting to run out of room for them. They are beautiful, but I am. But anyway, this is the Vivian. It is a high neck white dress. Now it is a little bit thicker than what I was expecting. I mean, I know Flossy by Freddy dresses generally are very structured, and this is definitely no different for like a more summer dress, but it is maybe a little bit too thick for like a really cool summer dress. But I guess I will tell when I try it on, because I can tell it's very good quality. So I am really looking forward to trying this. So we will talk about this more in general when I try it, but I will just say a few things that made me buy this, because I was more committed to the Beverly when I first saw the dresses posted, because it was just a bit different. I do have some dresses that look a little bit more like this already in my wardrobe, but not to this level of quality. So what actually made me buy this as my second dress was the fact that you can wash this one. So all past Flossy by Freddy dresses you've had to dry clean, which I do find a little bit inconvenient. Obviously you do have to look after clothes if they are good quality, that's just how it is. But the fact that you can wash this is one of the main reasons I actually decided to pick this up. It has to be on a cool wash of 30 degrees, but I generally wash most of my clothes on 30 degrees anyway, because I know it prolongs their life. So that's no issue for me. And so I have picked it up in the large, and also what I love about this dress is it buttons down the front. And if you've watched my debutante review, you'll know my biggest qualm with Flossy by Freddy is actually getting into the dress. If you're alone and you're trying to do a zip right from down here to up here, it's so difficult, especially where the material changes. So I love the fact that I should easily be able to put this on by myself. So let's go and try this on and talk about it a little bit more. Okay, so here is the Vivian, and I must say guys, I think this is going to be a bold statement here, but I think this is actually my favourite Flossy by Freddy dress that I have so far. Obviously we haven't tried the Beverly yet, so that could change, but out of all of my Flossy by Freddy, I actually adore this. The Debutante Collection were all beautiful, but obviously I couldn't wear them as much. Whereas I love that this is quite elevated for a casual look, I will say, but it definitely works for a casual look. But I feel like you could easily dress it up with some heels and stuff and still wear it out to like a nicer event. But you could definitely dress it down, more casual, like I have styled right here to demonstrate to you. So yeah, I think it's a very, very versatile dress. I got in it so easy because it is buttons at the front. Hallelujah, like thank you Freddie, because I, you know, often am on my own, my husband's at work or something, I just can't get into the dresses. So this makes it a very, very practical everyday dress for me. So here I have just paired it with my Dune sliders, so to sort of make that casual summer look. Obviously my sunnies, because what summer look is complete without sunglasses? Sadly, I am pretty blind without a prescription, so these are my sunglasses, because they're a very nice brand and I just have these. But I feel like if you could wear some really cool ones, white ones, big white ones, I think it would look amazing. But, you know, sunnies are sunnies. Still need them for the look. And then I have also just used my Coach Tabby, which is just such a perfect little bag, I think, to go with this, just to create a cute summery look. I've just popped the bag on the floor. While I talk a little bit more about the dress, I don't want to keep going on, but I do want to explain to you how it's fitting. So, I bought it in a size large, which is the same as the Debutante Collection. If you didn't see my Debutante Collection, you wouldn't have seen me explain the sizing of Flossy by Freddy. So, it's like small, medium, large, etc. if you're not used to the brand. And there is a downside to that because it isn't as specific as, you know, UK 10, UK 12, etc. I usually wear a UK 12. Occasionally I can squeeze into a 10 recently. But when it comes to Flossy by Freddy, the medium 10 to 12 is too small. My Coco and my Faye are in medium. The Faye, sadly, I just can't get into. I still have it because I am on a health kick and, you know, I think maybe one day I will. The Coco I can, but it is a little bit uncomfortably tight around the waist area because that is sadly where I carry my fat. I think that's my issue with the sizing, so I would really advise like measurements and stuff. So I always go for large. This is the large 12 to 14. I would definitely say it's more of a 12, especially waist-wise. Waist, this feels absolutely perfect. Now, some of the dresses in large have been a bit loose, but this one is perfect. Now it is a little bit loose around the shoulders, but I don't feel like it looks bad. So I am really, really happy actually with overall how this dress fits. But just to give you an idea and explain that to me, all Flossy by Freddy dresses seem to fit very differently. I know they use the same, I think they use the same template, but to me they do all fit very differently. But I absolutely love this one, and in case it helps you, I am a double D with my breasts, and it does not gape or anything like that. I feel like there's still a little bit more room, but if you have a lot bigger breasts than me, you definitely want to size up from this. Oh, and also before we move on, just to say about the material, yes, it is a little bit thicker than your standard summer dress, but actually it doesn't feel too hot on. Like, yes, there are going to be a lot of cooler dresses out there, but I still feel this will work super, super well for summer. So while when I held it, it felt super thick on, it just feels kind of normal. Just to clarify. As this video progresses, I am getting more and more sweaty, so I'm really sorry if you can see that in the camera. That is the trouble with British summer and lack of aircon. But let's move on to the Beverly dress, which is this stunning dress. I know you can't see it too well when I'm just holding it, but I just want to show you that it has two different prints. One which is this lovely pink and white sort of bodice part in the stripes, and then this beautiful leaf skirt part with a belt that matches the top. So yeah, I really love this. When I saw it on the promotional photos, I am a subscriber, so I got like the previews, and I think it's just really pretty, it's really different, and I've actually got into you know, green leaf patterns quite a lot lately. A little while ago I showed you a top I had with pink flowers and green leaves on from Under Other Stories, and I thought this kind of combines it because it's got, you know, like the pink on the top and the leaves at the bottom, so it's a little bit different. But what I loved about it is it's definitely like what I would call a proper summer dress because it just has the straps. I often do like to have my shoulders covered, but sometimes when it's super hot it's just not practical, so I love to have a few nice pieces where I don't have to do that, and I just thought this would be a great one for that. So I love that, and it's also a much, much thinner material than the Vivian, so it shouldn't be as hot. The skirt does have some weight to it and will be a bit thicker because Flossy by Freddy dresses, you know, considering the price, are always lined and never see-through and very good in that respect. So I don't criticise it for that. I don't feel having a fuller skirt particularly makes me much hotter. I feel like it's more this area where I tend to feel like I need to keep cool and I sweat. So I have really, really high hopes for this as a summer dress. So let's go and try this one on. Okay, and this is the Beverly. I have just paired it again with my Dune sliders and my little Coach tabby because I think these actually also go really well with this to make the dress a little bit of a more casual look, because the dress definitely is quite eye-catching with the two prints, but again you could easily dress this up with some cute little heels. I almost wore my little block heels. I thought they would look really cute, but honestly I'm kind of lazy and I just stuck with the same accessories. But I'll just place the bag on the floor while I explain the dress. So this dress is not fitting quite as well, sadly, as the Vivian, but it's only slightly out. I feel like I could still wear this and no one's gonna really look at it and be like, wow, that doesn't fit. But the issue, which often happens with Flossy by Freddy dresses, is like this area is a little loose and the shoulder straps need tightening. Sadly, these do not tighten. So on the Camellia, which is the most similar shaped, I suppose, out of the dresses I have, it has adjustable straps, and I honestly just assumed this one would probably come with them as well. Didn't read into it, my bad. But they don't, so do keep that in mind. Because I have to get the large for my waist, it just generally means this area is just that little bit loose. But again, I still don't feel like, I mean, you can tell me in the comments if you need to, I still don't feel like if I wore this out, people would be like, oh, that's way too big for you. But it definitely needs a little adjusting. But I'm going to leave it until I get any of my more expensive dresses altered, because I am on this bit of a health kick, and just in case my body changes, I don't want to like alter it and then have to do it again. However, despite the slight issue with the sizing, I still adore this dress. Waist-wise, again, fits really, really well. The belt, I am on the second from tightest hole, which I was quite shocked by. There's like tons of holes that I have not used, so I am on one of the slimmer holes for this size of the dress. I don't know if they have a standard belt they send out with every single dress, but if they do, I mean, the small people, I don't know what they do, because it must be like way too big, but I'm assuming it sizes based on what you order. So yeah, just to be aware of that. Like, for me it's very small, but there's definitely a lot more room in it if you do end up needing that little bit more space in the belt. I do wear it quite tight because I feel like it fits the dress in better. But yeah, I overall really, really like it. Despite the sizing issues, I think it looks really nice. It feels really cool. It's definitely the summer buy. So if you're looking for a dress that you can wear in the summer and keep cool, and you want a Flossy by Freddy, this is the one to get, definitely, for that reason. I just think it's very eye-catching and very stunning. So yeah, overall, really happy with it. Now the belt, it was just hanging here then. There is a belt loop included that moves on the belt, so you can tuck it away and not have the awkward hanging belt scenario. Now I saw this on Freddy's review of the dress and I was really pleased with that, but I have a criticism of it. Sorry Freddy or Freddy's team if you do watch this, but I am a nitpicker for details sometimes, and my issue with it is quite a sort of cheap piece of elastic that holds it, and also the belt loops on the dress are pink and the adjustable one is white, and it kind of triggers my OCD just a tiny bit. I feel like it should be pink to match the others. That is my only tiny criticism of this dress though, apart from obviously how it fits on me, but that is just my body. Sadly, because of the sizing, you know, the range being like 10 to 12, 12 to 14, etc. Because it has that kind of sizing, I think you're always going to run into certain issues with different body types. But overall, it does fit really well. The waist is definitely the perfect size. So yeah, I'm really, really pleased with this one too. So if you have been considering any of the dresses, I would say go for it. And obviously the Malibu, I'm sure, is beautiful as well. Okay, so that is me showing you my 2 new Flossy by Freddy dresses. If you like them, I will leave a link in the description to where you can buy them. They can sell out super fast, so I hope they still have your size available if you have been thinking about it and were undecided. But if not, keep an eye on stock because returns and stuff always get put back onto the website. So definitely take a look. I haven't explained the brand in quite as much detail as I did in my debutante video for the sake of not repeating myself too much, but if you want to know a little bit more, maybe go and watch that video and you can just hear a little bit more about what I think about the brand in general. But I really hope you have enjoyed seeing those 2 dresses. I'm sorry I have missed the Malibu this time. It looks like a stunning dress, and if you were considering it, I am sure it is beautiful. I will be honest, the only reason I definitely didn't is A, money, and B, the reason that's the one I left out is because with the heat wave in the UK, the thought of long sleeves were just the least appealing right now. So I felt like the other 2, with the fact, one is very different and the white one, comes from Pretty Woman inspired. I mean, I just needed that. So that's why I made my decision. But I hope this helped you somewhat if you were undecided, and I will see you again real soon. Bye!